Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse.
I told you not to venture wild, folk dance.
Hot dog.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
Well, hi, this is Horses Sing None of It, and I'm Ralph Litwin, the fellow that just bungled up that tune there. we practiced it too many times, Lou. This is my co-host, Lou Gelfond, here on Horses Sing None of It. And today we have some very special guests with us, and their names are Marge and Lalo.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, very good.
Welcome to Horses Sing None of It.
Thank you.
And I'm not going to introduce you by your last names because you can tell me because they're very confusing. You have two different last names that are inversions of each other.
My mother told me not to do this. My last name is Evans de Carpio, and Lalo's last name is Carpio de Evans. My last name used to be Evans, and his used to be Carpio. And they means that we're married to each other, and so we're attached by the date.
Uh-huh.
It means that I'm the Evans that's of the Carpio family, and he's the Carpio that's of the Evans family.
Right,
So
right. Where from now? Where do you live now?
Right now we live on Drew University campus. That's where I'm studying, in Madison, New Jersey.
Right, you're studying divinity there, aren't you?
I'm studying in the seminary, preparing to be an ordained United Methodist minister.
Yeah.
If the United Methodist Church will have me.
Well, you're halfway there, and you've got, what, 2 years to go?
Two more years to go, yeah.
2 years down, two to go.
Yeah.
And Lalo, you're from
Yeah, the Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
So and I understand from the different kinds of music that you play. Sometimes you're out playing merengue and
Yeah, I play merengue and salsa. I play balada. I play distintos instrumentos, no? I
plays a
play.
variety of instruments.
Different instruments.
Yeah.
These are different kinds of music, and he plays
Yeah, I
a number of
play
instruments.
tambora.
Tambora is a drum from the Dominican
My
Republic.
first instrument, tambora. Second instrument, conga. And después
And later I learned.
the guitar.
Right.
Now plays bass.
Right. Bass is your main instrument now.
Mhm.
Now.
Yeah.
And I guess we could hear Lalo in New York City maybe at 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
Going
yeah.
from club to club, playing
Yeah, I
the
know.
2 sets along with the other players that change up. Well, it's good to have you here today. Definitely.
Yeah, very
Thank
good.
you.
Very
We're happy to be here.
That's good.
Well, Marge, I see you have a very interesting instrument in your lap there. Why don't you tell the folks about it and
This is an instrument called the sikus, and it's also called in Bolivia, they call it the zampoña. And sikus is the Quechua word, and zampoña is the Aymara word. It's just a series of reeds cut to size so that they'll be in the tune. It's an instrument that was played in South America from before the arrival of the Europeans here. And we have a song that we'd like to do with the sikus. It's a funeral song from Ecuador, and it's in the Quechua language. I studied Quechua while I was in college, so I wouldn't be able to understand this song if it was sung to me, but once I learned it, now I understand it. So this is the song. Rise up! My mother has died! Oh, don't make the earth cry this way. The night is getting darker. My mother has died. I go looking for the tomb, the tomb. I have lost my mother.
Thank
That's
you.
great. Very haunting sound.
Yep.
How did you two meet?
Well,
¿Cómo nos
together.
conocimos?
Nos conocimos en Nueva York.
En New York.
En New York. Tenía 2 meses de vivir aquí en Estados Unidos, en Nueva York. Y sucedió que ella tenía por lo menos 1 mes y medio o 2 meses también que había venido de Wisconsin.
we had both been in New York for about 2 months. He had come from the Dominican Republic, and I had come from Wisconsin. We both came to the same neighborhood, and
Sucedió que nos conocimos por vía de un amigo mío y un amigo que ella conoció también. Casualmente se conocieron en el tren, que ella venía del trabajo y él venía del trabajo también, y él la vio a ella con una guitarra y dijo, oh, pero tú tocas música.
I made friends with one of his friends because I was carrying my guitar on the train, and he started talking to me about music, and we became friends, and we started playing in a group together. We played music together, and it was a group of friends who all got together and played music together, and eventually we got married. We have a 2-year-old, almost 2-year-old baby named Ariel, and the rest is history.
Yes.
Well, I must say, I met my wife in New York City myself, so I have something in common right here. We're going to take just a moment for a break and be right back with you after this.
Horses Sing None of It is sponsored by Banjo Man Entertainment, 201-538-2432. The booking agency for Ralph Litwin, Lou Gelfond, and many others. Banjo Man Entertainment, 201-538-2432.
Circumcision. How do you decide what's right for your baby? You can listen to the experts.
In Thai, circumcision prevents self-abuse.
Because it is the will of God.
It's cleaner and healthier. Isn't it?
You don't want him to feel different from all the other boys, do you?
Don't worry. It won't hurt him a bit.
Circumcision. You can listen to the experts, or you can listen to your baby.
Hi, welcome back to Horses Sing None of It. We're here with Lalo and Marge Carpio Evans.
Carpio Evans.
Carpio Evans, okay. And we've been playing some music from, well, you tell us, from South America?
Yeah, the first song we did was from Ecuador, and the two of us do songs from all over Latin America and from the Caribbean as well, from English-speaking Caribbean countries as well.
Right, you've got, because you're from Dominican Republic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're from Wisconsin, so somewhere in the middle of South America is where the culture line meets.
Well, I majored in Spanish and Latin American studies in college, so that's where this influence comes from.
Right.
For me, so.
Focus. Well, let's hear a little bit of music.
Okay, we've got a
we could
song
enjoy
that
too.
is from South America. I think it's from Peru, but it's a contemporary song. And what it's about is when people who are active in a cause for justice, sometimes people who are active for justice really go into it with all their heart and with all of their energy and get worn out. And this song is about when you feel like you have nothing more. And then it says, but one night I dreamt about the hungry people and the people who have had to leave in exile and the people in prison. And I started to sing an old song, a song about liberty, that it's still in my heart. That's what this song is about.
Nace una flor, todos los días sale el sol, de vez en cuando escuchas aquella voz, como de pan gustosa beca.
kind of bass are you playing there? You've
It's
got a
red.
red bass.
Red bass.
Red bass. That's what Nancy was. One of our camera people was telling. We were having dinner after this fiddle contest, and she was saying she was talking to a Chinese man, and she was saying I can't remember what's that thing that you cook vegetables in. You fry or you fry up vegetables in the thing, and what's that called? And he went, we call that a frying pan. So there you are, red bass. But it's an extra bass, has some extra octaves on the top, and it's tuned from the bottom. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, instead of having the tuning pegs up here, he's got the tuning pegs down here. It's a 3-octave bass. It has 3 instead of 2 octaves. And so that's why the tuning pegs are down there, to make room for the extra octave.
Right, but Lalo, you also play other instruments, and your first instrument, your first instrument was drums, and did you make your own drum, or
¿Tú hiciste tu propia tambora?
Yeah, I make my tambora. Yeah. Yo busqué una madera más o menos como de ese ancho.
I found a piece of wood more or less like this size and cut it.
Entonces le comí todo por dentro.
And he cut out everything on the inside.
Y hice un barril, como en forma de un barril.
He made like a barrel.
Yeah. Entonces busqué, allá le llaman, en mi país le llaman chivo.
And then he took like, what do you call it, like a goat.
El pellejo de chivo.
The goat skin.
Le quito los cabellos.
Scrape it down.
Scrape all the hair off and stuff.
Y se seca en el sol por unas cuantas semanas.
For a couple of weeks.
Se le pone 2 parchos de cada lado. Y después se afina con...
Stretch it across both sides and
there you have it.
Yeah. Se le hace un hoyito en el medio del barril para que salga el aire.
You put a hole in the middle so the air can come out.
Oh, so the air can come out.
Yeah. Y si quieres yo te puedo decir más o menos cómo se toca la tambora, no con tambora porque no tengo tambora aquí, pero en la guitarra yo le puedo hacer cómo se toca la tambora.
I can show you on the guitar how the tambora sounds in the Dominican Republic.
Sure.
How their
La tambora se toca
rhythm is.
La conga. Por ejemplo,
this is merengue music. All of these instruments play together at the same time.
But merengue, for merengue you need like 7 pieces, horns, and trumpets and.
Too much instruments. I 3 trumpet and 1 trombone, and 2 sax, and piano.
Right.
Guira.
You know what the guira is? It's like a sheet of metal with some bumps on it, and you scratch it with a hair pick.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a good instrument.
And the tambora and the conga and the bass.
Before you're talking like the movement of the merengue is like it's like really goes. The movement. It's wonderful. Just wonderful.
You got to know how to move one half of your body without moving the other.
I guess you do. Well, we're going to take just a moment for a quick break and be right back with you with more music. So stay with us.
From the McGruff files, the case of the Tucson tip-off. In the Midtown area of Tucson, Arizona, things were no doggone good. Burglaries were up, spirits were down, and folks were fed up. So they worked with police to get their neighborhood back. They organized community watch groups. In just 3 weeks, burglaries were down 30%. The people of Tucson are making a difference, and you can too. Write this down, and I'll show you how you can help take a bite out of crime.
For free membership in the Horses Sing None of It fan club, send your name and address to Horses Fan Club, care of Ralph Litwin, 140 Morris Street, Morristown, New Jersey, 07960. That's Horses Fan Club, care of Ralph Litwin, 140 Morris Street, Morristown, New Jersey, 07960.
The united way. It brings out the best in all of us.
Throughout the world, people have been struggling against darkness. They have been fighting to achieve a cornerstone of all basic freedoms, the right to vote. In some places, they have been successful. In others, the light of freedom has yet to shine. But in one nation, which has been a symbol of political freedom to the rest of the world for over 200 years, a shadow has fallen. The United States of America has the lowest voter participation rate of any major democratic country in the world. During our last presidential election, less than half of those eligible exercised their right to vote. Are half of our citizens really not concerned with social inequality, rising taxes, government scandal, and environmental destruction? Or has the shadow of apathy let us take democracy's greatest privilege for granted? Step out of the shadows. Register. Vote.
Howdy, we're back with Horses Sing None of It, and the time just flew by. We really just have time for one more song. And we're with Marge and Lalo Carpio Evans. Or Evans Carpio.
Depends on who you're talking to.
Depends who you're talking to.
Depends who you know first.
Right. So
Met
Marge,
us at the same time.
give us a little introduction to this song, and then we'll jam session on out.
This is a song that I learned, apparently it was recorded by a Mexican group, but I only remembered the chorus when I learned it, and so I just took the chorus and made up my own verses, and I put it to a Cuban rhythm, so I don't really know where this song comes from anymore. But it's called A Caballo Vamos Pa'l Monte. That means let's go on a horse up to the mountain. It's a song for lovers, like let's kind of run away, just you and me together, and go up to the mountain. It was a good song for Lalo and me to sing when we were fed up with New York City, when we still lived there. Let's just go, you and me together alone, to the mountain. So that's the song.
Great. Bye. Thanks for being on the show with us, and thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Okay.
A